We bring you the latest updates from the Pna Newsroom. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. has directed the Philippine National Police or PNP to identify crime hotspots in the country following the recent attacks on local officials, including the killing of Negros Oriental Governor on the 4th of March. In an interview, Marcos said he ordered Interior Secretary Benjamin Abalos Jr. to conduct an examination similar to what is done during elections. He said he sees the need to dismantle possible private armed groups and eliminate illegal firearms. Marcos stressed that Degamo's killing is unacceptable and that the government would ensure that perpetrators cannot go unpunished. He likewise acknowledged that all local officials have every reason to seek protection. This after Negros Oriental 3rd District Representative Arnie Teves Jr. made a request following allegations that he was linked to Degamo's death.
Actually, ang sinabi ko sa ating Secretary Abalos and the PNP is to now make an examination, kagaya yung ating ginagawa kapag darating ang eleksyon kung saan ang hotspot. Sabi ko gawin nyo ulit ngayon bago, don't think of the election first. But think kung ano yung mga hotspot na mainit na mga lugar at tignan natin.
Inflation in the Philippines slightly dropped in February to 8.6%. The Philippine Statistics Authority, or PSA, said the February inflation was slower than the 8.7% rate in the previous month. National statistician Dennis Mapa said the softer inflation was due to the slower movement in transportation and fuel costs and food prices. He also cited the slowdown in the increase in the price of gasoline, diesel, and motorcycles. The Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, meanwhile, said the inflation last month also falls within its forecast range of 8.5 to 9.3%. The PSA said that the February rate was higher than the 3% inflation rate posted in the same month last year. The Department of Transportation said it will increase the subsidy for modern jeepneys for up to 260,000 pesos from the current 160,000 pesos. DOTr Undersecretary Mark Steven Pastor said the amount can be used as down payment for modern jeepneys. He said the increase was brought by the rising cost of commodities and petroleum products. Pastor said Class 1 modern jeepneys range between 1.4 million to 1.8 million pesos. Class 2 costs from 2 million to 2.6 million pesos, while Class 3 costs 2.5 million to 3 million pesos. The Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board earlier said the end-of-the-year deadline for the Public Utility Vehicle Modernization Program is for consolidation rather than the phase-out of traditional jeepney units. The consolidation requires at least 15 jeepney drivers or individual franchise holders to combine into one cooperative and form a larger fleet of PUVs. With 23 votes with no abstentions, the Senate has passed on third and final reading the new Agrarian Emancipation Act, which is included in Malacanang's priority bills. Under Senate Bill 1850, all loans, including interest, penalties, and surcharges resulting from the award of agricultural lands under the Comprehensive Agrarian Reform Program, or CARP, will be condoned. Senator Cynthia Villar, chair of the Senate Committee on Agriculture, Food, and Agrarian Reform, said the bill will cover loans made by agrarian reform beneficiaries who have agrarian reform receivables account with Land Bank of the Philippines. It will also cover those who have not paid or have made insufficient amortization payments on their lands as per Presidential Decree 27 and subsequent amendments to Republic Act No. 6657. Villar said the bill seeks to help alleviate the plight of the farmer beneficiaries so they can recover and overcome the effects of the COVID-19 crisis, the deadly African swine fever, the ongoing avian influenza, the rising costs of fertilizers, fuel, and other farm inputs, and even climate change. It also aims to reduce poverty, accelerate rural development, and promote food security. And that is the latest and the biggest stories from the Pna Newsroom. For more news content, visit our webpage or head on to the Philippine News Agency's Facebook and Twitter accounts. We are also shown on the social media pages of the Presidential Communications Officer, PCO. Stay tuned for more news updates. I am William Theo. We tell stories that inspire change. Good morning.